This is another industry that may thrive under this new administration. Let's dig down and really look at this industry and the news behind it, and possibly what stocks to consider. The reason why crude oil is in here, for the same reasons. Just like marijuana is an industry that's moving because of the incoming administration, oil seems to be as well. Now, everybody type in the room. Everybody type in the room. What moves oil? All right, what moves oil? I've been preaching this to you guys for the last few months. What moves oil? All right, and demand is it. That's absolutely right. It's demand. Not a lot of people. Are you guys asleep today? Are they asleep today, Joey?
No, just a little behind.
Just a little behind? All right.
I heard you first.
You heard you. Well, you're supposed to hear me first.
That's why I typed it in first.
Oh, Joey typed it in first? Wow, really, Joey? All right. It is demand. So Venkat is right. Logically, oil should go down. We're going to talk about that in a second. I just wanted everybody to understand that oil is rocking and rolling because the administration that's coming in, rocking and rolling. I need you to understand that demand moves oil. So look at this. Crude oil prices extend gains on what? Demand recovery hopes. That's the key word there. Oil is moving, but on hopes. And you know, Mike is right. Lockdowns are bad for oil demand. Why? Because people are home. Now, going into I'm going to spin off of that for a second, Mike. People are working from home. I think companies are realizing that their employees are more productive at home than they are at work. Something that's going to happen in the near future, in case you didn't know. I think based on that, along with oil, is that we're going to have a bust in commercial real estate because a lot of companies are going to say, why do I need that office space when I can do just as good as I'm supposed to with people working at home? Something to just keep that in mind. That's all I'm trying to say. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So this story talks about recovery hopes. Here's my big story in regards to that. Saudi's Aramco's net profit drops 45% in the third quarter on what? Weak oil demand. So Venkat, I'm with you. Theoretically, oil should be falling, but it's not. I think it's all in anticipation of the incoming administration. But it's interesting because the administration says they're going to get rid of fracking. This is a weirdness going on with petroleum, but it's moving. All right, what I'm doing is I am still giving you the rest of the story. I look at the same news that you do, and I want to put some perspective behind what's moving. The industry is moving, but the demand is not there, folks. The demand is not there. And what else is moving in that whole energy space? Clean energy. That's another reason why oil should be falling. The demand, if more people are going to start going to clean energy or electric cars, what do you think that's going to do for oil? So this is a little bit of a dichotomy for me when you're looking at oil rising when the demand is not there. So I'm looking at, for those people who are looking at those oil stocks, just be careful. All right, just be careful. The news could be putting you in the wrong direction. So I'm going to take this a step further. Let me get back into the software. I look at one specific ticker symbol when we talk about oil. It's WTI. You notice where WTI, W&T Offshore, you know where it is at? It's all the way at the bottom of the list. It's got the worst combination of value, safety, and timing. It's at the bottom of the list. Let's take a look at it. All right, let's take a look at it. View the stock graph. There's oil. All right, and the reason people see, why do you always use that? Because as oil goes, tends to WTI goes as well. As oil goes, so is WTI. So let's go talk about that pop. Coming into the election, let's talk about that pop. Where's 11.3? There's 11.6. There's 11.2. There's 11.3. As we got closer and closer to calling a president, there's the pop. And what's going on since then? It popped up above the 20-day exponential moving average, but look at for the last 3 months. Where has it resided? Below the 20-day exponential moving average. RT, which tells us if a stock is in an uptrend or not. Where has it resided? Below the 1 line. There's nothing good about oil if the demand is not there. And without the demand, what's oil starting to do right now? Pull back down, coming closer to the 20-day exponential moving average, and RT is below 1. All right. Anybody have any questions in regards to the petroleum side? It looks like it's running, but I'm here to give you the rest of the story by the analysis. I want to do something else. From the analysis perspective, what else do we have? I've got petroleum stocks. Before anybody asks, well, I can't see that in my software. It's because I created it. I looked at all of the petroleum stocks. I put them, they all had to be greater than $1, all had to be greater than 100,000 shares. 65 stocks in here. I want to show you the watch list average. View the watch list average. Look at that. So we looked at WTI. Here's the watch list average of 65 oil stocks. There is that pop as we got closer and closer to election. What's going on? This is above the 20-day exponential moving average. RT did pop above 1, but now I'm looking at 65 stocks. I think this is a better representation. Let's see what happens with it. All right. The demand is not there. Any questions? Winter is coming too. Oil for heating will be in demand. That's true. But I don't know if we're going to get enough demand from heating our homes to overcome the deficit in the amount of supply we have compared to demand. I think demand will pick up. Will oil pick up a little bit during the winter months? It normally does, and I think it still will this year. But after the heating season, then what? Where's the demand? All right. Anybody else have any in it? Let's see. John says oil is not going away. Let's see cargo ships run on solar. AOC is designing. Oh boy. Stop. No politics. That's funny. No politics in the room. That was funny. I'm going to give you a hand for that. That was kind of funny. All I'm saying is I don't think that oil is going away. Never said that, nor will I ever say that. But I'm saying what's going to increase the price of oil is going to be demand. If the demand is not there, how does oil effectively go up? That's all I got to say about that. Hurricane of the Month Club is impacting Gulf production. That's another thing. Yeah. We've had how many hurricanes hit this year, Joey?
Several.
Yeah, that's the technical number. Several. Thank you. That's the technical number. Several. That has hampered our production as well. All right. Hey, if you like this content, guess what? You can join us live every Thursday at 2 p.m. here on YouTube. Join VV Nation. We hope to see you there.